Hey guys, welcome back. Building big with City Skylines. This is episode 26. I'm Enigmius, and today I've got another new asset for you. This one is just an experiment. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's interesting to take a bunch of shapes and repeat them from time to time. We did sort of a rounded thing. We called it the Cinnabon. It was a little bit fun, but I wanted to mess around a bit with squares, doing kind of a traffic interchange sort of setup. Not necessarily because that's the most practical thing in the world, but because we just want to mess around and see what's possible. And the best place to do that really is the asset editor, because then you don't have to worry about how much it's going to cost your city and forgetting to, not save. The main thing about this, aside from the square and relatively compact setup, there's actually space that you can use under here if you were to set up the roads properly. It wouldn't be a complete waste of space to build this, but what I found most interesting was this sort of step design. We had the height raise on the same side for each of the squares, basically. So as it's going around, every time it comes around to this side, it goes up one step and then it goes around, and then eventually we reach the maximum height and we dropped it back down to ground level just to make it easy to connect everything up. But this shape here and sort of the wavy design and the way it sort of shifted just a little bit, it got a little more stretched, a little bit more elongated each step, even though the altitude is changing by the same amount. It came out to be kind of an interesting sort of shape. I'm trying to think of how we might be able to use this in the future in some sort of a design that would improve the aesthetics of a city. The main thing that's a bit of a barrier is the posts and the pillars. Apparently there's a mod that you can get that removes the pillars from the roads, which some people are okay with that. I'm not sure that I am. Just in the general sense of things in a city, if you have these giant roads made out of concrete and rebar and there's nothing holding them up, they collapse. It's just kind of the thing. So getting rid of them doesn't necessarily suit what I'm looking for, but it would definitely improve a structure such as this and its ability to, be visually appealing. As always, it's only so interesting until we plug it into an actual traffic situation and see what happens. And this is kind of what it looks like when you provide it with a traffic source and a couple of places for the traffic to go. It's kind of interesting. It's not that much different from the circle that we did. The traffic goes around and it goes up and then it goes down the off-ramps wherever it wants to go. If I were to take something away from this, again, that I would want to use in a traffic asset that I would use in an actual city, it would be this wavy thing. And I think I'm going to mess around with that a little bit and see if I can't come up with something that showcases that specific aspect without necessarily going too crazy with all of this other stuff around it. If you want to download this, if you want to mess around with it or just take a closer look at it, the download link will be in the information box below the video, as well as the social media links. If you want to follow what I'm doing and the videos I'm uploading, you can use those. You can always subscribe to my channel and get notifications that way. Leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.